This is Natalie with the Scranton Library in Madison. I'm doing the tutorial video for the craft of the month. For April, we are doing cute little DIY terrariums. So I'm going to lower the camera and show you I have my supplies lined up. Basically, what you have gotten from the library would be this plastic terrarium. It comes in two. You can snap it together. It has the hole to fill stuff and another hole so you can hang it. And you've also been provided with a air plant and some moss. Now the rest of the supplies you might have to get on your own. Scissors, I have a funnel, which can be helpful with filling, and some rocks, small, very small seashells. Also, you might want to consider doing, this is a tiny little bag of sand, white sand. You can gather sand from outside. I have some lentils here, they're brown, to fill in. Basically, you can do whatever you want. The air plant does not have to be planted in dirt. So here it is. Here's a larger one. So they can grow. This is the one that you'll be provided from the library. And you can see it will grow. This one is like triple the size. Eventually it will get this big. The key to success with the air plants is to put it in bright light but not direct sun. To mist it with a water mister, not dump water, every couple of days to once a week. You don't want to mist it too often where it shouldn't be wet to the touch, except after you just mist it. But you don't want it to get dry and crispy either. So just kind of in between. And the other key is you don't want to actually plant it in dirt or nudge it down into moss. It should just kind of lay on top of things. And other than that, air plants are very easy. And they're perfect for a small hanging terrarium such as this. I'm going to suggest two versions you can do, and of course there's more you can come up with on your own. I'm actually going to make two. I'm going to make this one and then make another one. The first one is going to be more of a woodland theme. The second, more of a beach theme. And you can choose what you want to do or come up with your own. So for the woodland, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my moss first and lightly shove that in. Now I find it easier to keep the terrarium attached, to not pull it apart. Just keep it securely and go into the hole. I'm going to put some moss in there. I'm going to add just a little bit more, I think. You don't want to overfill it, but I want to have that nice base. And I meant to put a little twig, but I forgot to bring one in. So what I would love to add is like a little twig branch going from one corner at an angle, reaching up. And I'm going to put a little rock in. Pebbles are great, tiny little pebbles. Another fun thing that you could do is you could put little tiny glass marbles or beads. I'm going to add another rock. And like I said, you have to imagine if there's a branch in there. And then we've got our little air plant. Let's see. I can put my bigger one in. You can add to it too. You can buy more air plants. And as you see, it's really pretty easy. Pretty easy. The great thing about this craft is it's so nice to get our hands in the dirt and soil and plants, especially in early spring. Now I'm taking this apart because I'm going to show you how to do the second version. So now we're going to go with more of a beachy theme and layered. So I'm cutting open the bag of the lentils. And I'm going to use this funnel. and just sort of tilt it and add some in. Uh-oh. Actually, my funnel, they're not going through, so we'll just dump it. So I actually think that looks pretty cool base. I like the lentils. They're brown, light brown, so it's a natural color. Goes well with the plants. I'm going to add some more. I'm going to give it a nice thick layer. And that's just lentils I found at the grocery store in the aisle with dried beans and lentils for making soup. Okay, so now we have our lentils. And now I'm going to take sand. You could get some sand from diamond acid or borrow some from the kids' sandbox. This, or you could buy, this is a small pouch of white glitter sand for sand art. If you have a lot of sand art sands, you can pour in one and pour in a color, different color, and sort of make a striated pattern. Okay, so I'm using my funnel, just tapping that in. And again, the funnel is kind of clogging, so I'm just going to actually dump some. Almost looks like glitter. You can even do some in the holiday season to make it look like glitter or snow. Just put a little. So it's just a light on top. And now I'm going to put some seashells. And again, if you had a small little piece of driftwood, that would be neat. If you have a few pieces of sea glass, whatever you want. And put our little plant in. Can add the bigger one too. You can do a little moss, have it hanging out. And ta-da! So however you want to do it, there's no right or wrong way. And then I don't have my spray bottle now, but I would just spray, lightly mist it. You can use fishing line to hang it, or colored ribbon or yarn. I would hang it in a window that does not get bright full sun, otherwise it'll scorch the plant and kill it. You don't want that. On the typed up sheet that came with your craft, there are also some tips, and I would read there. It's very helpful. And one final thing that you can do if you choose, you can take paint or temporary tattoos or henna and sort of stencil on along the plastic edge above there. You could tie a bow or ribbon up here. Decorate how you want. You could make a little origami butterfly that's perching over here. You could buy at the craft store tiny little netted butterflies or birds, and you can perch one there. However you want to decorate it, enjoy. There's your terrarium. And if you would like to send pictures and share, we would love to see them. Thanks a lot. Happy crafting and happy gardening from the Madison Library.